What if I said to you, at a funeral where a 10-year-old is being laid to rest because she was killed in a drive-by shooting, the funeral director, the one who owned the company, ends up shooting individuals at the service? Put it up full mass. It's a damn shame. Funeral service director Wilson Chavis was charged Wednesday in the fatal shooting of Mr. Ronald Banks. The incident took place during the burial of 10-year-old Arianna Davis, who died on Mother's Day during a drive-by shooting in DC. That's according to the Prince George's County Police Department's Homicide Unit. The suspect, the funeral service director, shot 2 people at the cemetery, killing one of them. What would cause someone to do this? There's a background. This background does not create any level of comfort for what happened, nor justification. It makes you even more upset. Wilson Chavis, 48, owner of the Compassion and Serenity Funeral Home, allegedly killed Mr. Ronald Banks, who was 30, who served as a pallbearer at the funeral. As a result of the long-standing business dispute with Freeman Funeral Services, a woman who was Arianna's cousin suffered a leg wound in the shooting. The girl's mother, Antoinette Belk, told the news outlet Chavis of Hughesville, Maryland, has been charged with first and second degree murder and also attempted murder. That's according to the county police. Let me give you the background according to the report. Chavis was setting up the funeral and confronted 2 individuals affiliated with a second funeral service company with which Chavis has a long-standing business dispute. Several funeral attendees became upset with Chavis and confronted him over his behavior. Preliminary investigation showed that following the dispute, Chavis took out a firearm and shot 2 people and then fled the scene. Several minutes later, an officer with Morningside Police Department observed Chavis and conducted a traffic stop. He was taken into custody without incident. There's a tradition. There's a tradition in our community. And when I say our community, I'm talking about the Black community. I have been to funerals of known gang members who were dead. Rival gang members paid their respects, and nothing happened adverse at that funeral. Not one child, not one mother, not one grandmother, not one auntie was afraid, because we have a tradition. Whatever the dispute may be, when we are in that place of vulnerability, when a family is grieving, don't come here with that. Mama tell you quickly, do not come here with that. But this business owner to violate this family's suffering by killing another human being while they are laying to rest a 10-year-old child, brother, you deserve to be exactly where you are. There are ways to handle business disputes without going to that level. Your job as a funeral director is a very, very important job, because you basically become the de facto psychologist, the comfort, the guide for people who are suffering. And for you to step out of that role, to literally become the angel of death for that family, I have no remorse for you, sir, at all. All right, Jordan, thoughts here.
Yeah, this is absolutely tragic. A 10-year-old taken way too soon by gun violence, has her funeral disrupted by gun violence. And I can't help but observe the irony in the name. What was it? Comfort and Serenity Funeral Services.
Yep.
And the guy kills someone. It's just ridiculous. It's very unsurprising that he would have a business dispute with another company. We really need to do something about guns in our society. When It's so prevalent that it's happening in every possible area, every possible event. People are living under the constant threat of gun violence when they leave their homes. For some, it's even in their homes. The proliferation of guns in this country has been out of control for years, and nobody wants to do anything about it. There's some in Congress that want to do something about it, but they can't because the NRA and the gun lobby has such a stranglehold over our elected officials and lawmakers that nothing meaningfully can be done. You think back to Sandy Hook when they tried to implement some reforms after a elementary school classroom was massacred, and you can't do it after that. If you can't do that, then you can't do it ever. And it's really, really sad because we're going to see more stories like this, more childhood deaths of gun violence and funerals for them being disrupted by more gun violence. It's a terrible cycle.
Horrible cycle. But we continue to push back. We continue to provide transparency.